Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a great day. If you're into coins, collectibles, or just want to learn how a regular quarter can be worth thousands of dollars, then this video is for you. Today, we're talking about one very interesting and valuable coin, the 1978 Washington quarter from the United States. Now you're probably thinking, it's just a quarter, how much could it really be worth? Well, believe it or not, some rare examples of this coin have sold for as much as $6,000. Yes, you heard that right, a 25-cent coin worth $6,000. Sounds crazy, right? But it's real, and in this video, I'm going to explain how that's possible. Let's start with some history behind this coin. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932. It was created to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first president of the United States. Originally, it was meant to be a special, one-year-only coin. But people liked the design so much that it became the regular quarter, and it's been used ever since, at least until the state quarters came out in 1999. The 1978 quarter still uses the original design. On the front of the coin we call that the obverse, you'll see a left-facing portrait of George Washington. Above his head, it says Liberty. On the left side, you'll see the phrase "In God We Trust," and under his neck is the year the coin was made, 1978. If you look closely under the date, you might see a small d, that means it was made at the Denver Mint in Colorado. On the back of the coin, also called the reverse, there's a bald eagle with its wings spread out. The eagle is holding arrows in its claws, which represent strength and readiness for battle. Above the eagle are the words United States of America, and right below that is the Latin phrase e pluribus unum, which means, out of many, one. At the bottom of the coin, you'll see the words quarter dollar, which is the face value. Now, here's the big question. If hundreds of millions of these coins were made, how can one be worth up to $6,000? The answer comes down to two main things: rare errors and condition. Let's talk about the condition first. Most of the 1978 quarters have been used in everyday life, spent at stores, kept in jars, or passed around over the years. These coins usually show signs of wear, scratches, dullness, maybe even a little dirt. That's totally normal. But once in a while, a coin survives in perfect condition, like it just came out of the mint yesterday. These are called mint state coins, and they are graded on a scale from 1 to 70. If a coin is graded MS 65, that means it's in great shape. MS 66 is even better. But an MS 67 or higher? That's extremely rare, especially for a 1978 quarter. A few of these super high-grade coins have sold for $4,000 to $6,000 at auction. So if you find a shiny, spotless 1978 quarter that looks brand new, you might want to get it graded. You could be sitting on a small fortune. Now let's talk about something even more exciting: errors. These are mistakes that happen during the coin-making process at the mint. And when it comes to coin collecting, errors can make a regular coin incredibly valuable. Let me explain a few types of errors that people have found on 1978 quarters. The first one is the double die error. This happens when the coin design is stamped twice by the machine, but the second stamp is slightly off. It creates a doubled look on the letters or numbers. For example, you might see doubling on the word Liberty, the date 1978, or the phrase "In God We Trust." If your quarter has this kind of doubling, collectors will pay big money for it. Another error is the off-center strike. This happens when the blank coin, called a planchet, isn't lined up correctly in the press. The result is a coin where part of the design is missing or pushed to one side. The more off-center it is, and if you can still see the full date, the more valuable the coin can be. Next up is the clipped planchet error. That's when part of the coin's edge is missing because the metal blank wasn't cut properly. It looks like someone took a small bite out of the coin. This is a true mint error, not damage from use, and collectors love it. Another one to look out for is the die break or cut error. This is when part of the die, the tool that stamps the design, breaks during the process. This leaves behind raised bumps or blobs on the coin where the design should be. These are also rare and collectible. There's even something called a wrong planchet error, where the quarter is struck on metal meant for another type of coin like a nickel or penny. These are very rare but can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars if found. So how can you tell if your coin is special? The best way is to look closely. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to check the lettering, the date, and the edges of the coin. Look for anything that seems strange: doubling, missing parts, raised areas, or if the coin just looks different than a regular quarter. You can also weigh the coin. A normal 1978 quarter should weigh about 5.67 grams. If your coin weighs more or less than that, it could be an error coin struck on the wrong metal. And here's an important tip: don't clean your coin. Even if it looks dirty, leave it as it is. Cleaning a coin can ruin its surface and lower its value. Collectors and grading services prefer coins in their original, untouched condition. If you think you have a rare or valuable coin, you can send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll grade your coin and give you a certificate that proves its authenticity and quality. That can help you sell it for the highest possible price. So remember, the 1978 Washington quarter might look like just another coin, but under the right conditions, it could be worth big money. Whether it's a rare mint error or a coin in perfect condition, this simple 25-cent piece could be worth $6,000 or more. Always check your change, look through those old coin jars, and keep an eye out at flea markets or garage sales. You never know what you'll find. It could be the coin that changes everything. Thanks so much for watching today's video. If you found this helpful or interesting, make sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin or if you think you have one.